Joining us on Blitz are two of the star Lady Tigers on the soccer program here at Dawson County, Fallan Lacey, senior goalkeeper, and Molly Muenchen, the sophomore sensation forward. Girls, thank you so much, first of all, and congrats on such a great season you got going so far. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So Fallan, we'll start with you as a senior. It just seems like you've been a star player since day one here at Dawson County, and it seems like you've only gotten better, which is what you would like to see out of someone who's a senior. This is perhaps the best you've probably ever been playing at this point. You're just so dominant between the pipes there. Talk about how your game has kind of risen to this level.
I think this year has just been a lot better than the other years because it's just like we're all kind of like, I don't know, we're all just like really clicking together. It's not like we haven't clicked together before. It's just like this year, it's just like we're all just like so close, and it's just like really helping. Like the defense is just, you know, really doing good with me, and we're just really communicating better. And I mean, I really don't know how I'm blocking all the shots, but I am. So I mean, I'm kind of surprised with it, but I mean, it's kind of.
Well, not many other people are, because you were one of the best keepers in the area for sure. Molly, on the flip side, you've been just as dominant offensively, and it's hard to believe you're just a sophomore because people have been hearing your name game in, game out. So you have already, as a sophomore, passed the career goals record here at Dawson County, which is astounding because a lot of great players have come through here. What was that moment like for you leading up to getting that goal? What was it like to kind of get that over with?
Oh, yeah.
And what does that goal mean to you?
I mean, it was really exciting. Like, I definitely couldn't have done it without my teammates. You know, I was going to thank them and Coach Hamby. Like, I've never scored a goal without a pass from someone else.
Yeah,
So, definitely a team effort, and I'm still developing as a player and still have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. Many more goals to come for sure. You have a chance to really put this one so far out of reach that it could stand for generations, maybe. So that would be awesome. Now this team, you girls are a big part of this. 12-1 with one draw mixed in, undefeated in region play. You got the region title, so you get that championship trophy back in the locker room, and the #2 state ranking. The list goes on of these accomplishments, but. Fallan, how much of this success do you feel hinges off of last year's early exit in the Sweet 16 last year?
I think because last year, like, we weren't really all there. I feel like everyone was just not, it was just a tough season last year, and everyone kind of just wasn't really as focused, which isn't the bad thing. It's just everyone was just kind of out of it. But I feel like this season we're all kind of like realizing like we don't like losing, and it's kind of just like we want it more. Yeah, we just like want it more. We're just like we're doing so good, and no one was like expecting us to do this good because we lost like our strong like seniors like 2 years ago, and now we're all kind of small and we're not as big. So everyone wasn't really like as confident in us, and now we're just coming back. So it just gives us more power to like go further.
Yeah. And so let's go back to the offensive approach. What has that been like this year to be part? I mean, I know you've been a large part of those, that percentage of goals scored, but 64 for the team, almost 5 goals a game. I don't know any other program in the state that can really put up this kind of numbers and combine that with stellar defense as well.
Right.
But what's that been like?
Well, yeah, like I said, like our defense is like really good at like moving the ball up forward, and then our midfield has helped out a lot. And Ray Jack has put a lot of balls in for me, good crosses, and then we have someone that joined us this year, Annie Glockner, who's a midfielder, and she's helped us out a lot in the midfield, getting the balls up to me, and we've just been finishing pretty good, had some good numbers up there.
Yeah, so good for you to give props to other people, even though you've been a large part of that. But so the same question, just a different aspect on the other side of the field. For you, Fallan, you've allowed just 8 goals all year. 3 of those came in one non-region loss. So you really look at the rest of the body of work. You've allowed 1 region goal, and I think 5 other goals total. So not very much you've allowed to get to the back of the net, but how much of that is also, I know you're really, really good, but how much of that also plays on the fact that your teammates are playing very well?
I don't know, the defense, they're just absolutely like amazing. Like Piper Wright and Mackenzie Kimbrough are just like, they work so good together, and like they're just, it's like when they really try, which is every game, like they'll get that ball, and they read very well off of each other. They listen very well to me. If I like see something and they react very quickly, and they're just like very good listening to communication. When like if I tell them like, hey, make sure that girl in the mid like hears you, and like from what I said, like if I can't like get it out loud enough so they hear, like I'll make sure to like get it from like Mackenzie or get it from Piper to her. They do it immediately, so it's just like it's a really good bond that we have. So it's like it works really well.
So it's safe to say the rest of the team makes your job easier to keep some of the pressure off of you.
Yeah.
But it's been phenomenal to watch you girls this year. But Molly, for you, again, we go back, region championship already in your pocket at this point, 12-win season.
Right.
You get not just a playoff game at home, but number 1 seed. So you're really set right now. How do you deal with all that pressure? Because you're getting, it's crazy because you look at the score, you wouldn't know it, but you're getting every team's best shot every night because they want to take Dawson County down, being the number 2 team in the state.
Well, definitely, like, I'd have to go back to, like, beating JC. That was a big game for us, and then Lumpkin, of course, and that put us in, like, a good spot. I just think, like, honestly, it comes down to just wanting it, because we're going to play some good teams. I think the Sweet 16 is going to be, like, a tough one for us, but that just comes down to, like, determination and really just all wanting it ourselves, and that's, like, a big part of it.
Yeah, so don't really fold to the pressure at all. You just keep going.
I mean, the pressure does definitely a lot of pressure. But I think the spot that we have, since we won region, we have a good run. We just gotta keep going hard.
Yeah. So, Fallan, we'll close it out with you. Just talk about a little bit easier question for you, but you finally put pen on the paper to sign with Brenau. So that's a big deal for you. What was that like to finally be able to do that and get that behind you, and what did that feel like for you personally to achieve that? And why Brenau? I mean, you had so many other opportunities out there, but there had to be something that really drew you there.
So I mean, that was a lot stress-free after I did that, because like I didn't have to worry about like, oh, I need to make sure everything's in so I can go to college and like all that stress. So luckily that was gone. And it is cool that I get to play soccer in college, because you know, like a bunch of the girls on the soccer team, they don't really want to play soccer anymore, which is like, that's cool on them, but it's like fun knowing that, I get to play again. And I picked Brenau because I really wanted to be kind of close to home. So, and so then they have a great school there as well, and then their soccer team is really cool, and they have Mackenzie Callis there, so I'm gonna join up with her.
There are a couple of former Dawson players
there
too, so that's pretty good. You'll have a lot more of your career to go. You still have 2 years here, and then the rest of the season. So girls, thank you again so much for your time. Looking forward to a really deep run this year, and hopefully a state championship trophy.
That'd be
Thank you.
Thank you.